Did you even realize that the world was full of air pollution? Well, it has, and I think it is the most serious problem on Earth. And do you even know who pollutes the air? Us. Cars, smoking for adults, forest fires, and volcano eruptions can all pollute the air. From air pollution, we can get illness, diseases, and worst of all, death. I started this experiment about not driving cars to places close. My hypothesis was that if I walk to places close instead of driving, I can reduce the amount of air pollution in Hong Kong. The steps to do my experiment was that for the first week, I drove to places close. I didn't walk to places close. At the end of week 1, I added up the distance that I drove for week 1. On the second week, I drove only when I went to places far and walked to places close. I also added up the distance I drove for week 2. The results of my experiment were that on week 1, I drove 21.99 kilometers, and for week 2, I drove 6.53 kilometers. So I drove 15.46 more kilometers on week 1 than on week 2. That's probably how much air was polluted when I did this experiment. Based on my experiment, I know that walking to places close will help save some of air pollution. If we save more air pollution, there won't be illness around the world or diseases. So I really think that people should drive less when you don't need to drive.